Hey,
Okay. I don't know if you can hear me. There's music, but this is my traction presentation. Focused heavily on all of the chapters, but mainly chapter three, just explaining what traction channels are. Some examples were search engine optimization, social media marketing, and email campaigns are what I'm going to focus on. Chapter nine was full of social media. Examined social media as a traction channel for building brand awareness and community, which makes a lot of sense because from social media, someone can just figure out what your brand is and what you're all about pretty easily, I'd say. Also discusses different platforms and their unique audiences. Things like Twitter, I guess now X, Instagram, and Facebook. You're gonna have an older crowd on Facebook, maybe a younger, more Gen Z sort of crowd on Twitter, and Instagram. I feel like it's a little bit of everything. He also talks about how this encourages active engagement and content sharing to foster growth. This works with our company unaffiliated the best because the main way people are really going to know who we are is through social media. Also, certainly the best way of us gathering sort of brand ambassadors is going to be through social media, as we can't just hop on a plane and fly over to some college and explain to them how the business works. An example where it doesn't work would be the dental company. It just doesn't really work. Their age group is probably not really on social media, and it doesn't really work. Next, I found a study from 2017 about which that asked three main questions. The first question was which social media platforms are most used by companies for marketing purposes. As we can see here, almost 90% of the business is through Twitter, which is pretty interesting. I guess it makes sense in terms of age groups. And Facebook, not the overwhelming 94% is business to consumer. So straight to consumer, I guess, because of Facebook Marketplace and things like that. LinkedIn kind of surprised me a little bit. It also did surprise me how Instagram wasn't very used. This was published in 2017, so it could be a little different now, but still interesting. Next question asked was, what is your primary aim for marketing use or social through the organic social media side? Ideally, business to businesses would use social media for brand awareness, which makes the most sense, just knowing who they are. As far as business to consumer, customer engagement, which makes a lot of sense. Customers engaging with you in social media for us unaffiliated, it would probably be mostly, as we don't have a website yet, just through social media and through those sort of traction channels. The next question asked was the primary use for social media, as in they're paying for it rather than just organic social media use. Ideally, people are paying for lead generation and brand awareness, which makes sense. Uh, Customer engagement, I guess you can't really pay for that, but I guess you can pay for the experience. So that was interesting to me. How do I agree with the following seven? Lastly, in the study, they asked, excuse me, I see a return on investment using the organic method, whereas I'm not really investing heavily in social media, more of just people knowing it. 44% said they agree that they get an ROI, a solid ROI. People sort of using real money to invest in social media tracking channels. 40% of them also agree that they see an ROI from it, so it's worth it. And I mean, as you can see, 5 and 6% very little strongly disagree. Lastly, chapter eight, I figured worked best with almost all of the companies in our group and in our class. He talked about email marketing and the effectiveness for nurturing leads and retaining customers. I think retention of customers is extremely important. He emphasizes building a quality email list, which is easy for us as students to get as we are tabling soon. I thought this helps with the effectiveness of Fontaball massively, and obviously helps to everyone, but I thought Fontaball especially. As far as unaffiliated, I thought that a nice email campaign, something like this, would make the most sense. Hello, XYZ, whatever your name is, a fresh wave of creativity has hit unaffiliated. Get ready to elevate your wardrobe and get some brand new stuff. What's new? Introduction, the Bold Collection. Our latest designs feature vibrant colors, unique graphics, and empowering messages. Here's a sneak peek of the designs. The school is hard tea. Just gives you basic information of where to get it, when to get it, and how to get it. Obviously, in here, we would also tell people don't forget to tag us in your gear, hashtag unaffiliated style, for a chance to be featured on social media and for the potential for free gear. As far as bar. I thought something like this would make the most sense. You know, abstract boobs, abstract sales, 47%. Use font 47 at checkout, you know, new styles. You know, if you get sort of email list from the table, you could say, thank you for being part of our community, enjoying 47% off your next purchase. Use the code font47, something like this. I think makes the most sense. And thank you. That is Traction by me.